Alright, so here I have 3 lines for my project. The first line is a vertical line, the second line is a diagonal line, and the third line is a horizontal line. I'm going to demo again how to write the equations for each line, introducing the domain or the range restriction. So for this first line, line number 1 over here, this is a vertical line. For vertical lines, I will have the equation x is equal to. So for this vertical line, the x is equal to, if I were to extend this line all the way, I'll hit the x-axis here at -3. Therefore, my equation is that x is equal to -3. One more time, the line extends to -3, so your equation would be x is equal to -3. Now for this range restriction, for the restriction to use these funky parentheses, for this vertical line, I want it to begin right here, down here at 1 on the y-axis and end at 4 on the y-axis. So beginning at 1 and ending at 4. And as we write our range restriction for this one, it will be from 1 to 4, less than, and then this is a y restriction. And there's the equation for the vertical line. For number 2, I need a point and I need a slope. For this point, I can choose any point on this line, preferably something easy so I can use my point slope easier. I'm going to use this point. This point right here is at 0, 3. 0, 3. So my point will be at 0, 3. And my slope for this one, going from the top to the bottom, or just going from here to here would be okay. We'll be going up 3. 1, 2, 3. So my slope is rise over run. My rise is 3. Once I go up 3, then I have to go over 1, 2. So my run will be 3 over 2. 3 up over 2. So this is 3 over 2. So I need a point, I need a slope to write the equation of this line. Once I have the point and slope, I use what's called point slope form. That's when I have y minus y1 is equal to m parentheses x minus x1. So plugging in my m right here, my x value over here, my y value over here, I get y minus 3 is equal to 3 over 2 parentheses x minus 0. So transforming this point slope into slope intercept, I have to distribute. I have y minus 3 is equal to 3 over 2. 3 over 2 times x is 3 over 2x. 3 over 2 times 0 gives me 0, so I don't have to write anything. To put this into slope form, I add 3, this cancels out, then I have y is equal to 3 over 2x plus 3. That is the equation of this line. So line number 2 right here has the equation of y is equal to 3 over 2x. And again, we need to do the domain restriction using these funky parentheses. For this restriction, I want it to begin right here at, -3 right here. I want to end right here at 1. So this is the domain restriction, because I'm restricting how far it goes left and right, beginning at -3 and ending right here at 1. So I have from -3 to +1. This is a domain restriction, so it will be with x. And so one more time, to write the equation of a diagonal line, you need point slope, the point which you choose from anywhere on the line, the slope doing rise over run, putting it into point slope form, and transforming point slope into slope intercept, and also doing the domain and range restriction. For the last line up here, I have a horizontal line, equation number 3. For horizontal lines, I know that the equation will be y equals 2, just like what we did on the test. For this horizontal line, this y, if I extend it, this y is equal to 2. It hits the y-axis at 2, so my equation will be y is equal to 2. I also had to do a domain restriction because I don't want it to go all the way left and all the way right. So when I come back up, right here, this dot begins at 1 and it ends at 3. So there is my domain restriction from 1 to 3, less than, and x. And there's all 3 equations with their domain or range restrictions.